Punk. Okay, punk. First of all, I think there are so many different kinds of punk. I've never been a giant big punk fan, although I have a mohawk. And when I thought about doing a style of the week with punk, there's, for me, two ways I could go. The first one would be like the real old school rebellious punk, like Sex Pistols, Dead Kennedys, or more like the pop punk, which kind of is, for my personal experience, Green Day, Offspring, you know, those kind of bands. I decided to go pop punk because, just because. A typical Sum 41, Blink 182, Green Day, old school Green Day. Green Day are now a pop band, but I love the album Dookie. Dookie has been, in my teenage years, one of the biggest albums I've been listening to for a while. Whenever I needed to relax in between listening to Steve Vai, Greg Howe, and anyway, when my brain needed a short break, and even nowadays when my brain needs a break, I would still listen to something easy like 4/4 instead of all these crazy bands that I listen to. Usually, I'm blabbering right now. Okay, stop blabbering. Let's go started. I'm gonna ask my good friend Wikipedia about punk. Here we go. Genres, subculture, and related aspects. Writing, I just want to know, hello, people, arts, entertainment. Yeah, I know there's a lot of punk fashion. No, I don't want to turn into a punk. I just want to play a punk rock song. Okay, how about this? Punk rock, a music genre originated in the 1970s, associated with various subgenres. That doesn't explain anything. Punk subculture, a subculture associated. Why is everything associated? I just want to know what. Anyway, I'm just going to write that punk song now. Biopunk. What the hell is biopunk? Everybody's eating healthy crackers? Let's go write a punk song. I programmed my drums first in 120, but then I realized it's too fast for this playing for me, because I can't do that. You know, remember the thrash metal thing on my arm will just like... so I decided to go with 90 BPM, so I can do that mute accent. Last night. That chair. This chair, I have to get a new chair. This chair makes so many noises, and sometimes when I'm recording vocals, I can hear in the background like that. I'm just gonna lay back, relax, and just talk to you guys for a moment. Not move at all, so there's no chair sound. What I did last night, I was listening to Dookie of Green Day. I think it came out around 1994. I bought that album and I loved it. So I thought maybe just to prepare for this morning to record a punk song, I shall listen to Dookie. And I did, yeah, apparently. And I had a lot of fun because it put me back into that time of my life where I was like listening to that music. And it's actually happy punk with very, very depressing lyrics. I want to write something like that, which probably will cause that I have to use a certain chord progression again. Yeah, let's just find a good chord chair. Now for the bass. Oh, too much. For the bass sound, I think, just my humble opinion, do not use too much gain, and it needs to get less boomy, but more, more, I don't know, like a little bit clearer. something like that. Yeah. Okay, let's record the bass on top of our experience here. What's the key? C, right? C, where's my C? Oh, clear eights. No. I don't know about you guys, but my first songs that I wrote when I was a innocent little child, they sounded kind of like country punk. And I guess that's because when you use that certain chord progression and you want to sound rocking and heavy, you end up playing a punk song. I was trying so hard when I was a child to sound like, ugh, and it was just not, it was more like, hey! By the years, I learned that different chord progressions produce different melodies, different vibes, different moods, different songs, different styles. But I don't know, let me know in the comment section, when you guys write songs, have your first songs been kind of like punk songs? It's definitely a good way to start because it's so clear, the chords are so easy, and the rhythm is diverse, yet it's just these two parts, like the and the la 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 la. That's how you define dynamic when you don't know better. Okay, so I recorded guitars, I recorded bass, and now I guess it's down to singing again. Here comes the lyrics. No. Maybe I should call Amy and ask for help. Do you have the time to listen to me whine about nothing, everything, all at once? No. I just got into the sun. I was lying in the garden for like an hour just to like get some vitamin D, and it was so good. But now let's go back to punk. I'm gonna write the lyrics now for my song. I scream in silence to avoid the messy pressure that I feel. Good, huh? Chorus, people, chorus. Ha!